Hello everyone, I'm going to replay analyze my game against Robbie Tai. It's a game that I thought I would lose immediately because he was quite a bit higher ranked than me. He looked like a smurf with 8 wins, 1 loss when this game started. I checked the CO options that we had available to us for this map, and I was like, I saw Max, and I was like, okay, well, are the other COs of this tier also allowed? So I checked Eagle, and Eagle wasn't. Olaf wasn't. So it's like, okay, well, this map seems to be very favored for Max. He's on a higher tier than the other ones available, so we're gonna play him. I kind of expect the enemy to pick Max too, and that is indeed what happened. So we have a Max Ditto here, and I want to talk about the things that happened in this game, why I did things, and whether I won or not, you will see. It was a very interesting match, and I really liked it, so I thought I would share it. This would be my first game to share and analyze, so yeah. It's a 4-4 map, so we can't see what each other do. Obviously the first 3 turns are very simple. Always go for the base first, so you can make more units. So as you can see down here, I go for the base immediately. Yeah, capture properties, look for chains. So this is kind of where the... no, wait, this is still day 3. Or is he going to make a recon? No. Okay, so still infantries. I also went for infantries. So what I really want to do this game is to outmatch him in tanks. So I purposely didn't go for recons, because it was like if I go for recons, then he would go recons, and they're just going to hit each other, hit some infantry, die to tanks. I just didn't want to spend that money. I felt like there were a couple of mountains on the map. I had vision, so I didn't feel like they would be necessary. I did make a tank a little bit fast. I think it's on this turn that I did it. So let's see what happens. Yeah, see, so there I make the tank. And I was like, okay, well, I kind of fucked it up because I want to make 2 tanks next turn actually. So I was like, well, I'll just go forward with this tank, but I'll be very safe with it. So, because I really don't want to get hit first until I have tank backup to aid it when it does get hit. So yeah, next turn I believe I just make more infantries, and then I go for double tanks to, like every turn, to keep backing up. So he made this his recon, and he's going forward to scout. And there's his first tank. Currently in properties I am 1 ahead, which I think is null for second player in the beginning. However, he's gonna get 3 next turn, I'm gonna only get 1. So yeah, I just moved my inventories up. I was like analyzing the map, and I was checking like, okay, well, which properties are his, which are mine. I'm like, I can probably get to the bottom left here, but I will probably not be able to hold it, because I felt like the middle of the map would basically be a bit like this, where this side would be mine and this is his. So yeah, I just tried to capture this little base here quite quickly to try and get a little bit of income from it. And then, well, I knew I would lose it, but the more income I can get from it at the beginning, the better. So yeah, as you can see, I went for the triple infantry. And the opponent is, well, his turn, so we'll see what he makes. Recon moves forward, getting some good vision. Doesn't see anything yet, except for the black boat, but yeah, those are always here on the HQs. Okay, so he makes another recon, so he's definitely going for a lot of vision, which I felt was unnecessary because these mountains are very easily defendable, slightly in your backline, and they give the same vision as recon. Obviously they would be stationary when you put your infantry on there. He's captured his comm tower already, so maybe he was looking to be aggressive with his recons to really punish my infantries with a 130% damage bonus. But this didn't really happen, from what I recall. So yeah, I believe I'm gonna make double tanks. Actually, no, I can't make double tanks because I have 1,400 gold or funds. So I'll probably just go singular tank this round still. Yeah, single tank. Tank moves forward. I see the recon. Recon would also have seen me because it has 5 vision range, so it would see me go into the forest. Enemy's turn. Moves his recon forward. Infantries. Not really sure. Was this max? Yeah, it was max distance for him. Because like on the force there's a lot of movement. Tank forward. Can reach me, just place in the force as well. In case I am greedy and attack this recon, then he can counterattack me and I would lose that trade. And as I mentioned, I want to be really protective of this tank right now because I have no backup for it. He's capping these properties, so he's capturing further than me. He's a little bit further along there. However, I've got a lot more infantry over here. Infantry forward, infantry forwards. Let's see. Okay, so tank. He only has 4,000, so it's double infantry. Yeah. Moves his recon forward to see if he is safe to like capture these bases, or if I've got a recon here. Like I might have one in this forest, but he can't know that yet. So it's my turn. I capture my comm tower as well. So now we're both 130% firepower. Like the comm tower is really good, but you shouldn't capture it too fast because unlike all the other properties that give you money, the comm tower does not give you money. So you want it before you really start fighting, but you don't want to get it too early because you could have captured a building and get some bonus money. I place infantry forward, scout, see what's there. I didn't want to put it on the road because even less defense. On here I should be able to survive a max attack with unless he rolls really high because there's slight damage variance. And if I survive 1 HP I could still use him to block or move him into forests. So I think this is the turn where I start double tanking like every single turn. Moving infantry up. And here comes the tank, there's another tank, and the last infantry. Okay, so let's see what he does. He goes on the mountain, so now he has like recon vision here, so you can see. So you can see my infantry over there. Captures. Like he's 2 turns ahead on this property of me, that's quite impressive. What's the income right now? He has 1,000 more income than me. Must have done something wrong with the capture turns if he's this far ahead. Could have done something better there. Tank comes down, tank comes down. So right now he doesn't know. No, he doesn't know I retreated my tank. So let's see if he plays into the bush to see if my tank is there with his infantry next turn. Actually, yeah, never mind. That's silly because it's my turn next. I might move somewhere else completely again. And if I move away now, he would see it. So he pulls back his recon, just keeping it safe, which is fair. Starts capturing the building. So spoilers, I got this property, but I'm wondering how the hell I got it, considering I feel like that was a mistake of his. Okay, so his recon saw me here, and I wasn't aware of that. Did he even stop me? I don't remember. Maybe he did. He should have. Then again, he doesn't know if there's tank is for war, but... Okay, tank goes up. So, what I was looking for here is... I still need to get this one saved, because this tank does not overlap with this tank. So if this tank gets hit, I cannot counterattack. So I'm gonna remain on the defensive until he attacks me, because I've lost a lot of games just being aggressive, because I just want to smash my face on him, but it's unfortunately not the best way to win the game. So now I do have some defense on him, in case it does get attacked. But I prefer to have 2 tanks on him. So his turn comes along. Captures the buildings, captures the lab. Yeah, here's his recon, he hits my infantry, down to 2 health. So I'm like, ah shit, he's blocking me off there, that's bad. However, I do have my... Oh, I can't see his attack range. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I can hit it with my tank. His tank moves up. Did he try to avoid mountain range? I think he did, didn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So he did like a weird movement up and down here, which wasn't necessary. Let's see. So is guess gonna make no battlecopter yet. So he makes the anti-air as I did as well. So anti-air is required in case they go for battlecopters from the airport over here. I didn't really want to go for copters this game. But yeah, I did want to make sure, of course, that I would beat his copters when he made them, so I had anti-air ready. This is quite normal to be made at like day 9, maybe day 8 or day 10 if you feel like, you know, depending how the funds go on the map. So, my turn comes along, but mostly I just want to dominate the floor, so I just wanted to tank. So yeah, I blast his recon. The reason I chose the road slash defense is to, just in case there was like a tank here, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So if I stood here and he had a tank here, he could hit me, and that would be bad. So I chose the road because it was like, it's unlikely he can hit me here, so it's safer, and it's only 1 defense difference. Just smack him from here. So that was good. Capture the building. Shoot him with this infantry, which I believe was a roll. We can, oops, wrong one. We can check that. I believe I checked this in-game as well to see. Oh, well, actually, you don't have to do this in-game to see because you can see it when yeah. So basically, I don't know how much health he has, right? Like, maybe he is actually on 11% health, in which case this would always kill. But I took the chance, so you can't be entirely sure where it's on. Actually, wait, no, hold on. I can check, sort of, what the damage roll was for the tank. So the tank did... What? This should have killed? I'm confused. But yeah, either way. Because it says here I would kill him. Oh, it's because he has 2 health maybe? Yeah, okay, that's why. So yeah, 77 to 83% damage. So yeah, my tank had to roll high and my infantry had to roll high to kill this recon. So I got pretty lucky. Though if I didn't, I could have tried this little infantry as well to try and kill it. Thankfully I didn't need to do that. So yeah, get the kill on the recon, start capping. That was really lucky that I got that. That was 2 high rolls in a row. Okay, so I move my anti-air forward. It's really important that this anti-air doesn't get hit by tanks, because then his battlecopters are free roaming, and so you really want to just keep your anti-air safe, get it out as soon as you can hit the copter, and it's already paid for itself then, because anti-air is 8,000 and the battlecopter is 9,000. With infantry's up, it's double tank, yep, double tank infantry. This is basically how I want every single turn to look like almost. Just double tank infantry, double tank infantry. So I think he goes in the aggressive now, or it's next turn. Not entirely sure. So yeah, I'm also capping the bottom property. I missed that for a sec. So his turn comes along. He mashes his... he couldn't see my infantry, so as he moves down here, he just bangs head with it, and it's like, oh, okay, there's a guy there. He cannot stop me, so you can see I will have the property next turn. He cannot hit it with any of his units. Moves infantries forward, trying to get some scouting information. Puts his recon up here. I can see, well, quite a lot. So you can see the tank, the 2 infantries here. Actually, the 4 infantries. You can see all 5 of these units. Infantries walk up. Takes them out and again. Okay, so yeah, he stays defensive for now as well, checking what I'm gonna do. Next turn of his is where he starts hitting me. Tank's moving up. Okay, yeah, I built from the middle one. I was like, why is this one standing further back than mine? Building the other base. Here comes his first battlecopter. So this is why we have the anti-air. Tank, and then, oh, he has the base skip. So base skipping means not building anything from a base. This is typically really bad. You do not want to try and do this. You need the units to block, to capture, like, bases are really important to use. So I captured a building, I move my infantry up to try and capture this building in the future. Where I'm like, if I get this building and this building, I'm ahead of income. So even if the game goes long and we stall, I should be winning. As long as doing something stupid. So yeah, I protect this capturing infantry, backing up my other infantry. So now these two should always be these two, which gives me domination of this map. So, or this side. So I'm threatening these two properties of his, and if I get those, I just win basically. So he will need to start defending this. I'm also winning the top corner, so I'm very happy about that. All I need to do is not lose the middle. Move my tank in a little bit closer so I can cover whatever he tries to attack. Same with this one. Move infantry up, move my anti-air into the forest. Double tank infantry. Infantry come up. So I was just waiting for him to do the first move, and this is where he does it, if I remember correctly. So I got a pretty good defensive position here. A lot of he can't one-shot the infantry on the plains, so even if he moves his tank here and shoots him, they'll still block him. So he's quite some trouble here. You can see my tank over there. You can see his infantry. You can basically see a wall already, and he's probably like, if I leave him to wall up better, like maybe, like I'm actually not entirely sure why he attacked me this turn. So he kills that infantry of mine. This also puts him out of vision of mine, because I don't have 2 vision, so I can't even hit them right now. So that's pretty smart. Or, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're literally, these 2 blocks I cannot see. So that's pretty smart. Like, he's definitely a good player. Moves Recon in. Here comes his infantry. So yeah, this is definitely where he goes to attack me, right? No? Okay, well apparently it was another turn. So he walls up here as well, basically. So walling means put your infantry in front of all of your army, so I would need to kill your infantry to get to your tanks. The infantry are obviously very cheap, so if I use this tank to hit his infantry, then in his turn he can just pull his infantry back and just smack my tank with his tanks, and I just lose. Okay, double tank infantry from him as well. My turn comes around. So I know I stayed defensive. I didn't want to take this engagement because I knew I was going to lose if I did. So I just keep capturing. I just try and get half properties. I already have 1,000. I have 1 property in him right now, and it's going to be 2 when I get this. So I'm quite good. I just want to be defensive. So yeah, here I scouted with this one where they were, and then I used the other one to start damaging them. So I take that one out. And I move my tank here. So this tank will basically defend whatever he does. I don't want it at the anti-air, and it looks threatened here. But the thing is, he has to move something next to it to be able to see into the forest. You have to send directly adjacent. So if he puts something here, then he knows this spot to hit. In which case, it's going to get swarmed by my tanks and get hit. So even if he does kill the anti-air, and this copter would get free reign, it's not that bad. So I was good with that. Okay, so I just do a little bit of infantry trading there. I kill that one. I just do a little bit of damage on that one. Maybe this prompted him to attack. I didn't commit, but I took out some of his infantry. I just moved forward while keeping the walls sort of intact. Move my tanks in a little bit closer, just to prey on them in case they come. Make sure stuff is out of his vision range. At least I thought was out of his vision range, but apparently he had a recon in here that I couldn't see. I wasn't aware of. So what does he actually see? 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I still managed to keep these 3 tanks out of vision. You can see this one, and you can also see this one. So you can see these. Wait, you can see all 3 of these tanks. So you can still see I have quite a bit, but you can't see these, and also these 3. So yeah, quite a lot of tanks that you cannot see. I move back my anti-air because I really don't want to lose it. Just put it between my tanks, means it's completely safe. Okay, actually switch a position with the other tank, while still leaving this one. So I want to make sure the anti-air covers the tanks that are threatened or potentially going to get attacked. The infantry is going to, like, these 2 are unfortunately outside of it, but most of the important stuff I have in range of the anti-air. So if the copter comes, I can destroy it. Okay, double tank infantry for me again. It's basically going to be all my turns. Blast my infantry from the mountain. So not a great trade for me, but it happens. Okay, so yeah, as I expected, because I mentioned I was going to win the bottom left corner, he had to like back it up. So here's his tank, which is now out of the middle. Infantry trades out my thing. I can see him through the mountain, so I'm probably going to hit him with my infantry next, but yeah, okay, so he starts hitting my infantry in the mountain. Now I can see my tank here. Okay, he takes out the infantry in the mountain. Okay, okay. So yeah, he's moving in. He's going aggressive now. So because his infantry moving down, killing the one in the mountain, because I think I had one in the mountain, he could see the tank. So now he's like, okay, yeah, I got him. Let's go. He blasts my tank. He blasts my tank again. I lose my tank. Not great. I've only done 2,000, like not even 2,000, 1,400 funds or so damage to him, and I've lost 7,000 now from losing the tank. Recon nearly kills my infantry. Now he kills my infantry with his infantry. So this is where the game starts, basically, where we actually start brawling. His copter comes in closer. Like, you can pretty much always assume that someone has a copter. It's like very standard for people to do. You just always want to make the anti-air. And worst case, even if the copter just never shows up, the anti-air is really strong as infantry. I can like one-shot these infantries with it, if it comes to it. The thing is, I would expose it, kill it, 8,000 to 1,000 funds, so I need to kill 8 infantry to like make that even in terms of money. And as soon as it's shown, and if he has a copter, the tanks will just immediately blow it up, and then his copter can have a field day on my tanks. So just always want to be very careful with it. Anti-air moves down, tank comes down. Now it's my turn. So I don't see that much. I know I go aggressively as well. So I blast this, blast the recon. The recon unfortunately survives the 10 HP infantry hit, so I just did it with 7 infantry as well, and it's gone. Oh, what happened there? Okay, yeah. So here you can see I moved my anti-air up. I'm gonna blast infantry, and boom, one shot. Unlike tanks, so that's nice. Move up this tank into the forest, which I know is empty, and I'm gonna blast the tank on the road because it has less defense, so I can do more total damage to it. What else? Okay, so I captured the top property. Move back this infantry because I know I've lost here. Like I'm not gonna be able to hit this tank, so I'm just gonna retreat him. I don't want to just lose the units for no reason, optimally. Okay, so tank on infantry on road is instant kill. So I blast the infantry with my tank. That's also why I ignored this infantry, because it's on the plains and I can't one-shot it. So I move him down here. I think I blasted 3, yep, because I couldn't see the anti-air yet. So now I see the anti-air. Now I don't have any copters, so I don't care too much about it. But I do think I still blow it up. I don't remember. We'll see. So I move forward. I'm gonna blast this guy on the mountain. It's not gonna die, but it's fine. Gonna move him into the forest. Move him up. I'm gonna shoot the one. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm not sure why I moved him here. I should have moved him on this. This road would have been much better than this one, because then this one would have to come out of the mountain to hit me if you wanted to. Oh yeah, I was fishing for power, that's right. I was doing all these engagements, like on this mountain, which is typically not good, to get my power. I really want to get my power, because my power gives me 1 more movement, and I couldn't get here. Like, I needed this 1 movement to do this, and I believe I needed 1 movement for this tank to hit this infantry. That's really important, because if I could hit that, I could use this tank to blow up this tank. So, the max force gives you 1 more movement and increases your attack damage by 10%. It says 30% here, but 20 is normal for him, and then 10 additional from the power and 1 movement. Because as you can see here, 20, and this sets it to 30. And then again, another 10 from the comm tower here, so I do 140. So yeah, from here I go forward. Actually, let me put on the music back too. Play that max theme. So I blast this infantry, which will one-shot. Move up the tank, blast this tank. This tank is now gone, which again saves the anti-air, which is why I hit this infantry down here. It immediately protects me again from tank fire onto it, which would give free reign to a sculptor. So yeah, that's why I did that. Move up my tank. and I blast his tank. So yeah, I literally ignore his anti-air because I don't have any copters and I don't care too much about it. Killing his tanks is way more important to me. So yeah, I move up. Okay. So this would be why I moved my my infantry up then, because if I move the infantry here, I wouldn't be able to scout the mountain. So because I can scout the mountain now with the infantry, I can move my tank up and blast the guy up there too. So yeah, infantry move up, tank move up, tank, 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 triple tank turn. Yeah, move up my infantry here to take out this one. So actually, unit count is still in his favor. I'm quite surprised by that. I used my black bow to repair this tank, which was on 9 HP. Yep. So something you often forget, like the black bow is a unit that can repair units if it's next to them. Normally this is a C unit, but on a lot of maps they're on the capital to defend it from being captured. So I use it to repair my tank. Back to 10. It does cost you funds though, proportionally to what one tank would cost. So now it's his turn. He's close to max blast, the superpower. I just use the normal power. So yeah, moves his infantry up to get vision. Moves this infantry up to get vision. So now he has a lot of vision onto my line, so you can literally see everything that I got here. So I want to deny me that next turn, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, oh actually he went for normal power too. So I didn't really pay too much attention to this when I was playing. I thought he was used max forced. The max blast, sorry, the ultimate. But yeah, he used normal one as well. He hits me. I'm not sure if he counted any like steps and like whether he really needed this to make like a good play like I did, or if he just was like, dude, he just blasted me. I see all these tanks. I'm gonna blast them back. Might have been. So yeah, okay, yeah, no, I think this was yeah, he was standing there, right? Yeah, okay, so he needed max blast to be able to reach this tank, but he could have just hit these tanks maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna super check what he could do here, but yeah, he used it. He goes down there, shoot some infantry down there. So he really wants to take this corner of the map for himself, which is fair because I got the north map, so he wants to equalize that. I actually still have two properties ahead of him. Sometimes it can be hard to track this on fog, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he knew that I was ahead because I have both corners and he doesn't. Yeah, okay. So blast my tank there. Ooh, does get a connection with the anti-air. So now he's going to be using his copter and coming in, and you'll see how strong this copter is. So tank comes in, blasts. He actually made additional copters as well. So yeah, blast my tank. Like the anti-air just like 30%ish. So yeah, he used the anti-air to kill the tank, or just 30% to a tank. This thing is miraculously still alive in the middle of 4 units. That's good, I guess. Let's see what happens. You move this tank up there, so he wants to start trying to capture the stop. However, I have this tank here, so I'm not entirely sure why he did that. He did put it on a 3 defense property, so that's pretty good. Because he could have moved it further, like, because it's max force. So he put it there for the defenses, so that's smart at least, but... I mean, I don't think I went for him anyway, because the thing is, if I go here and hit him, if he builds another tank here at the end of the turn, he can just blast me and I lose. So I'm pretty sure I didn't take this bait, because this is pretty much bait. As soon as I move up here, I can see him, he's like, oh yeah, hit me, bro. I'm pretty sure I didn't take that. Okay, so yeah, Sculptor comes in, does 7 damage to my tank, and it takes no damage back. Well, a little bit, but not enough to lose a unit. So, as you can see, very dangerous, and this is why I require the anti-airs. Unfortunately, my anti-airs hurt, which I tried to not have happen, but it did. So yeah, my turn again. I have triple tanks. Would have been better probably if I had a anti-air unit. If I made another one, but unfortunately, because I also don't know how many copters he's going to make. Maybe he's trying to do the same thing as me, like just trying to tank out. There's a lot of tanks, no battle copters, maybe 1 in case the enemy doesn't buy the anti-air. Tries to greet there. But yeah, so yeah, he has 2 copters, I don't know this yet. Move my tank up, take away his vision. Come down here, blast this tank. Blast the tank again. Move up my anti-air, and it's 3 HP damage. so it's not going to do a lot, but I figure instead of going to repair, it's going to blast it again. The copter is going to do more damage. I just want to do as much damage to the copter as I can to make it do less to me. So I do 4 damage to it, and the copter blasts my anti-air to death in return. I mean, I just took the damage. I was alright with that. The anti-air lost some of its money, but I did make its copter less powerful. I know I will need to make anti-airs right now to replace, because chances are he just popped out another copter because he just heard my anti-air, and it's like, yes, I can take the air control. So yeah, move my tank in, take away his vision on the mountain, start capping his harbor. So this is quite greedy. Like, this harbor is totally his. It is very easy to defend. I probably can't cap this, but I was like, let's try. Like, if I can try, I take 1,000 funds away from him, I get 1,000 funds from me. Typically not a great thing. You don't want to throw all these units away, because these units are funds too, so you don't want to lose them. But yeah, so I defend my my capping unit by putting this one in front, so the tank can't hit it in case he has a tank here, because I don't know if he has a tank there yet. I move up this 2 HP infantry unit because I want to put it on the mountain, so I'll be able to see what he's coming with. Like, if I could put a low HP unit on here, it doesn't matter as much as using a 10 HP infantry here. So I like having the low HP infantry on the mountains. Move that one in as well. Okay, tank comes up. Tank blasts his tank. Nearly takes it out. Tank goes down. 3 HP tank on 2 HP tank. Just take it out without retaliation. So yeah, in this game, if you hit a unit, you first do your damage, and then whatever remains will hit you back. So this 3 HP tank could take out the 2 HP tank without them surviving, so it didn't do any damage back. Move up infantries. Tank. Ooh, I didn't make an anti-air. This is really bad. I don't know why I didn't make another anti-air. I just went double tank again. That's bad. I had the money for an anti-air as well. I should have made an anti-air. Let's see what happens here. That's really bad though. I don't know why I did that. That's really dumb. Maybe I thought he was just... Like, I've seen a lot of tanks. Maybe I was like, he didn't make another copter. He just has that copter. It's not a problem. Just make more tanks. That's the only explanation. But I shouldn't have assumed that. Okay, kills the infantry, and now he starts taking his corner back, as mentioned originally, where I said, like, the line is basically like this. So he's taking his property now, which I've been getting quite a bit of funds advantage of. Right here, you can see the amount of funds that the army on the map is currently valued or worth. So he has 60,000 funds on the map. I have 91,000 funds on the map. Now, I didn't know this. Like, I'm just scared there's like 1,000 tanks over here, so I'm just being defensive, which is something I still need to work on to get better. Being aware of how many units did I really kill. I often use this function to see, so I can see now I've done that. Well, actually, it's at the end of the game completely. So I have 202,000 kills in funds and 184,000 loss. So that maybe also spoils a little bit who won. Maybe not. But yeah, so on that I try to keep attention, like whether I'm winning exchanges or not. So yeah, he takes out my 1 HP tank. Moves up his infantry right here to get the vision for his tank. Blasts my... Actually, I didn't see this. So you can re-watch turns, but I felt fairly confident and I wasn't doing this. Normally, you can kind of know if I remember I had a tank here, like where did my tank go? But I wasn't really paying that much attention, so I didn't see it. So you'll actually see next turn that I will see the tank, but I'll see it too late, so it'll survive. But yeah, let's see. So his copter comes down. Probably, yep, gonna hit the one on the road because it doesn't have defense. Also, couldn't see this one. So yeah, it's doing a ton of damage. It's like 4 damage, even though the 6 HP copter here. Boom, 4 tank health down. Not good, not good. So he moves back his anti-air, probably because he's aware that, okay, well, I didn't hit his anti-air over 2 turns now or something. He probably doesn't have copters, he doesn't care about it. Let me just save this in case he starts making copters later. Or to kill infantries and, yeah, just defend this area a little bit. Which is fair. So blast my road tank, it's gone. The other copter comes in closer. Maybe also just try to scout a little bit in case I had an anti-air down here, but then again, yes, all these units, so no, that's not even a thing. Yeah, ooh, here comes the medium tanks. So, yeah, he must have skipped like a turn of building with the really cheap stuff. Actually, yeah, it did. Hold on, let me go back to that. So, turn 13, what did he make at the end of this turn? Did he even make something? So he moves these units forward. He didn't build anything. Wow, that explains where the medium tanks came from, but why? Why would you not just make 3 normal infantries here and get 3,000? Damn. I feel like he threw here then. Like, this is so bad. Just he would have 1,500 gold, right? So if he had made that, would that have prevented him from making the double medium tank? Was that literally, did he calculate that and was like, that's the reason why I'm not gonna do it? So let's see how much the money costs him. Let's go back to where we were on the turn. Blast that, moves that forward. Yeah, so here comes the tanks. So medium tank, and I was 3,000. Okay, so he could have built 2 infantry last turn still. So he would have had 2 more infantries like here, which would have been just better. He probably didn't want to do the calculations, but you should not have skipped all 3 bases. You should have skipped 1 if you want to make double medium, but you need to skip all 3. Those medium tanks, by the way, they take me by surprise. I'm like, oh shit, how did they get these? Oh fuck, I'm screwed. So yeah, I was quite taken aback by those. See, I take down this infantry here, and I'm like, huh, I might be able to cap this if I can just survive 1 more turn on this port. I'll grab it and get money from it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna... well, I put him here because I could see him, right? And I'm like, wait, he's standing on a 0 defense property. I can go stand on 3 defense. I'm gonna move my tank. I'm gonna blast him. I'm gonna take basically no damage from him. I'm gonna take out his tank nearly entirely. Like 3 HP tank is not gonna do much. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. Like, he might have a tank here, which is gonna blast me, but then it's gonna blast from a road onto a 3 HP. Still gonna be favorable for him, but it's gonna do a lot of damage still. So let's see. So yeah, move my 5 HP tank, take out this 3 HP tank. Move my tank down here to stop his capping of my property. Like, I really don't want to lose his property. I want to keep the money advantage. If he gets this, we're equal. Actually, he's going to be ahead because he's going to capture that this turn. I cannot allow him to get this building. It's going to be hard to get back as well because I have no infantry down here and there's just tanks here. And yeah, if I lose it, I'm going to lose it for a while, and that's not good. So I blast this infantry. Move the other tank, blast the infantry again. Move up my tank. So all this tank has nothing else to do, so I just move him up, blast the infantry as well. And this is when I see, oh, he has a tank here. Oh, I did not expect that because I did not check the replay. But yeah, so this copter has been running amok on my thing. I was like, last time when I lost my copter, I was like, he's gonna make more copters now because he has air control. I lost my anti-air. He hasn't seen any other anti-air yet. He's probably going to make more copters and push that advantage. I expected more copters instead of the medium tanks that happened here. So it's like, okay, I need another anti-air. So we made that. We move up the boys, make another tank, make another infantry. I couldn't make another tank. I didn't have enough funds for it because I had 6,900, which would be 100 funds off. Now I could get that by combining units. But I don't want to lose my meat shields, right? They're like meat shields, capture units, scouts. I didn't want to waste them. I was like, I need more infantry anyway. It's fine. Infantry is always good. So I don't really need this tank. Yeah, we'll just make the infantry. So tank comes down. I moved on to my property to repair it. I couldn't see any worthwhile engagements. I move in to hit something. It's probably going to blast by his tanks or his copters that he has. So I want to be defensive until this anti-air is in spot to help defend, which, even if I attack here, anti-air doesn't cover it. So I have to be very defensive again this turn. I have to stay back. So I repair my tank here, which costs another 800 funds. Because I'm like, actually, like, was this even smart? So I assumed he had copters. So let's see, what does a copter do against a tank? Actually, I think this is being cut off. Yeah, it is. So let's see, what does a copter do against a tank on 3 HP property is fine. It does 50% damage. Okay, so yeah, I should be able to survive a copter attack now. Which is maybe why I did it. I know I didn't calculate it, but maybe in my head somewhere I thought it would. So yeah. Did that, move up my tank. Also, I just had the funds, didn't build anything, because I had already built, right? I didn't have anything else to make, so I just did that. Here I'm like, I need to neuter this copter further. I'm just gonna blast my my infantry on it. Typically not the best thing, but it is possible to do. In terms of money trading, it is fine. But of course you lose meat shields, you lose base production, because I still need to use the base to make the infantry. And then get it all the way over there. So it's not amazing by any means. Here I use my tank to hit this copter. I mean, I just really wanted this copter gone. So I felt like it was worth it. I went for it. I do 2 damage to it. I was very thankful for that. And therefore I only lost 1 tank. If this was 3 health still after the tank hit, I would have been pretty upset. I was really hoping for a high roll here. And I did get it again. I got lucky. So yeah, his turn comes along. And this is where he surprises me. It's like, he moves his tank away. Moves it up here. Shoots my infantry. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Means I can capture his harbor, get that money advantage. Really good. Moves up his infantry here, which you can see through the tank. So he's going to shoot my infantry in the mountain. And here he surprises me. I'm like, holy, he has a medium tank. F. Just blasts me to smithereens. Actually, I survive. I thought it was going to die there. But yeah, so I have 1 HP tank left. So this tank is useless now, except for division, or if I can repair it over a couple turns on my properties. His other medium tank comes down, me unbeknownst of its existence. Yeah, he pulls back his units here. He uses his tank as fodder. Maybe he thought he couldn't get away, so he just shoots my 7 HP tank. Probably was still better to just stay on the force here, get more defense, and blast my plane tank, which would have done more total damage. Like, he's gonna lose the tank regardless. Yeah, moves up his anti-air, because like, he still hasn't seen any air units, just more and more tanks are coming out. He's like, okay, well, just get this unit back. Like, it might get value later into the game. Right now, it'll just die. So, he just pulls it back, it's good. Moves the copter back here for some vision. Moves the new copter in, and hello, here's a new fresh copter. Kaboom! So yeah, he blasts my tank here, and I'm like, oh no. So, you can't see this right now, so I'll do the just count it right now. So he has 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it doesn't hit, right? However, the ultimate, or the powers, max force is +1 movement. Max blast +2 movement. So if I have +2 movement, I would go 7, 8 blast. So I'm like, okay, when it's my turn, I have to try and get my superpower to take out this copter. So yeah, let's continue. Tank moves up, blasts my road tank, gives me some more charge. Moves up his infantry, shoots my infantry, kills it. I think that was a pretty good roll. Yeah, that has to have been high. Actually, I'm gonna check, but because I've been getting lucky, I wonder if he's been getting a little bit lucky too, to compensate. That'd be nice. To not be like, oh, I just won by luck. Yeah, no, yeah. So I'm not even sure how this killed, because I can see as a comm tower. Yeah, I'm not sure how this killed at all. Actually, this seems incorrect. But yeah, he kills it, so this must have been a lucky roll. Goes double tanks and infantry, and my turn. So he's falling behind on unit count now. He has 21, where I have 26. However, somehow he got the funds advantage now again. Now I still need to build, but the max I can get plus 22,000. So here's where I go for interesting play. Where I'm like, I see this medium tank, I have nothing on the map that can deal with a medium tank. I have to get something that can just take out the medium tank. And I also have to take out this copter. Those are my current ideas for this current turn. So I move up my infantry to do the standards. I move this tank. I'm like, I have to get max blast. So I just demolish this tank and get some charge from that. Move down this tank because it's useless. I either can use it to scout. I'm still in this vision range. I need to get to the property or bait him into me to then blast him back. But the thing is, even if he comes in with this tank, it's only 3 HP tank that's going to be standing here. I can maybe hit it with my normal tank, but then this medium tank will just destroy the other tank. So I can't really punish him. Move up this tank. So that's like a small improvement that I could do there, like maybe use it to scout what he was doing, or use it to block for this infantry or something. Okay, so tank moves up. I just I couldn't see this tank, otherwise I would have shot. Come on, stop being blue. So I couldn't see this tank, otherwise I would have shot that one. But yeah, so I shot the infantry. I killed the infantry. I'm just trying to get my max blast. Okay, so now I see it. So I move this tank down here to hit him. Typically you want to hit from units that are further back off the line to hit their front line. So you just move him in, you can hit, and then the ones that are already in front line can move even further and hit. So always try and hit from the back units first. Pull back. Like this medium tank is just, again, as mentioned, I cannot beat this thing, so I have to retreat. I have to go back. If I stay here, I'm just going to lose units, and I need an additional turn to potentially get a counter up there to destroy it. So yeah, but yeah, as mentioned, I'm trying to get max blast. So I take out this infantry, I capture his thing. I'm ahead by 2,000 cash again. Really good, really useful. I move up this tank here to see what's in this forest. There's nothing. As well as I think I repair it with a black boat. I really utilized the repair with the black boat a lot this match. Okay, I move up this tank to see if there's something in the forest. There was something in the forest. So I move this tank and I destroy it. So here I'm like, I still need charge. I'm just gonna use this tank to blow up his battlecopter, and it worked. And I'm like, okay, thanks, thank you. Okay, I need more. So move infantry, shoot this one. Move infantry, kill it. I'm like, dude, I still need 3,100. How am I gonna get that? So yeah, move up the tank. I combine here because I need money. I needed money so I can combine the units. Now, if a unit combined goes over 10, you will get the remaining funds of those units back into your bank. So I move them up, and you can see 22k. Boom, 27k. Okay, good. Like, losing units is not good, but I needed this money for what I wanted to do to counter the medium tanks. So yeah, moving my anti-air for the sculptor. Oh, so actually I didn't get max blast this turn. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was like, ah, damn it, I can't get it. So yeah, move the anti-air, move the tank, and boom, bomber. So the bomber is a unit that cannot hit other air units. It costs 22,000 funds, but it can do a shit ton of damage to his medium tanks. Put back on the max. So we have the bomber against a medium tank. This is on 0 defense, but yeah, 0 defense just annihilates it. So yeah, really good. However, if I lose this, I lose 22,000 funds, so I need to be very careful with the anti-air that I know he has and I haven't destroyed yet. He has it somewhere, I know this. So I need to make sure I don't put it in range of the anti-air, because the anti-air will just immediately do like 9 damage or just kill the bomber. I'm not gonna check it now, but it would just destroy it. So yeah, here's the copter. Was he? Yeah, he was unaware of the anti-air. I made sure I was out of his vision range. So here comes the mini tank. Just destroys my 9 HP infantry on the mountain. Quite impressive. Destroys the other tank. Now I got this. Yeah, I got the funds advantage, but he is blasting me, and I'm like, shit. I don't know what to do. All these tanks, just like all these medium tanks. I was further ahead than I thought, actually. Like, I cannot beat the medium tank, but I have a lot of map control. I didn't have an infantry to really cap anything down here, though. That was the issue. Builds another medium tank. He's really going all in the medium tanks, which is good. Like, that's what you want to do against a lot of tank spam. But yeah, you're also going to make sure you defend your medium tanks against what can beat them, which is the bomber. So yeah, move in the tank, blast him on the road. I can do 30 damage, so I take out his tank. I move my anti-air. I just destroy Sculptor with the anti-air. Defend the anti-air, because yeah, who knows what tanks he has hidden in the forest. So I move into this forest again. I was half expecting him to have something in there. However, I have 2 tanks to attack it. So I just moved in, and I knew I could kill it if there was a tank in there, and it would be fine. Move up infantry. Start capping the lab. Capping the lab is pointless, but I had nothing else to do. Just moved it there. The position was fine. Just, yeah, just cap it, whatever. Okay, move up my tank. And now I see his other medium tank. I'm like, holy shit, this guy has 2 medium tanks? Oh, shite. It's not good. Who's infantry? Shoots the infantry. So yeah, we're just gonna speed through it a little bit. I just move up my things. Actually, yeah, I combined another tank, so I want more money. Like, I knew normal tanks weren't gonna do much anymore if you just spam medium tanks. So I moved the tank there and get some money back from the tank combine. I make a Neo tank. So a Neo tank is like the step up from a medium tank. 22k as well, just like the bomber. And I didn't have much money left, so I just made the 2 infantries. His turn comes along. He chose, he gets vision, and he goes blasting time. He max blasts, or max force, I always forget. And he just starts moving in. He's like, okay, well, he has never shown an area yet. I'm gonna utilize my anti-air. And I'm like, thank God, I can kill this anti-air. And unless he makes new anti-airs, my bomber is safe. Nothing can even hit the bomber, except for the anti-air. So even if someone would survive its attack, it cannot retaliate if I take down the anti-air. It can just get free value. Yeah, moves up all the stuff. Like, this max blast wasn't that impressive. He just used it because he has it. I feel like he didn't really calculate anything. He really, I feel like he didn't need it. I did see he has a 3rd medium tank though. I'm like, holy cow. Okay, this bomber is gonna have a field day if I can protect it. So here comes me. And I did calculate, I believe. I thought I hit it with a max blast. What? Did I not max blast? Oh no, I did do. Huh. I swear I killed his medium tank. Maybe I didn't. It was on next turn on. Okay, so wait, what happened here? Okay, so move up this guy to scout, right. So I just move him up to scout, like what does he have? I want to see what's here. Oh wait, I can hit this one. Yeah. I can hit this one. That's the one I hit. So max blasted to just barely get in range of this medium tank. Move up the bomber. And boom. Goodbye medium tank. 1,600 funds gained. Now, even if I lose this bomber, I would only lose, let's say, 8,000 or something, because I did kill something quite valuable. But obviously I don't want to lose it yet, because it still hasn't made up for its own money. I just protect the port. I'm like, I want to keep this income advantage as long as I can. These infantry aren't going to do anything, they're all hurt. Move up all of the infantry, move up the Neo tank. So the Neo tank is just going to have a field day next turn as well. Medium tanks can do a fair amount of damage to the Neo tank, but that's only if they can get the first hit. The Neo tank is slightly more mobile. It has 1 more movement, so it's hard to get the initial hit. However, if I, of course, blast it in there and then he has 3 medium tanks around it, and it's not good. So I still need to be a little bit careful with it. Moves in his tank. No, wait, my tank. I blast his tank, moving infantry. I'm just hitting things. Again, anti-air, I just want to keep it safe. I'm like, he probably has more copters. However, he did make a lot of medium tanks. But I'm like, just in case he has more copters, just keep it safe. I'm winning. Just keep it safe. Okay, so here he's like, he's about to take support back. Next turn he'll start capturing support again, and then the turn after that he will capture it, because I'm not going to be able to hurt it. Here comes the sculptor. Blast me, blast the infantry. Oh, my infantry survived there. It didn't really matter. He uses a 2 HP tank to do it, but and he takes out that one. Goes in his medium tank, blasts my tank. I'm like, oh, damn it. But again, if my bomber and Neo tank connect, I could take out both his medium tanks, and yeah, really, really strong. What did he just kill? Yeah, he killed my 9 HP tank, just losing tanks left and right. It doesn't feel nice. However, what he's gonna lose feels even worse. So here comes my turn. I move up my tank, I just kill his anti-air because, yeah, I've got this bomber. He can't see it because the medium tank is like blind, it only has one vision. So, actually, he knows there's a bomber because I just destroyed it. What am I saying? So yeah, I move in, I boom his medium. This time it survives because it's on a property. But that's fine, I just shit on this damage. The damage I did now is worth it. This bomber, even if it dies now, it's made its money. So move up this medium, this neo tank, blast this medium tank on the road, down. Like, I think if it's on a plane it won't die, but on the road it's instant kill. Really strong. Max is the king of direct combat. There's also why I don't see any ranged units here. Neither of us want to make ranged units as Max. Ranged units are really bad on him. He has one less range on him and they do 20% less damage. So yeah, I'm like, if he's making medium tanks, I mean, I didn't have money to keep pumping Neos, so I'm like, I'm just gonna make a medium tank too. Because right now, like, maybe he's gonna make a Neo tank, but like, he also has a bomber to deal with. Like, he's in a really bad foot now. Like, he just takes out the tanks because that's all he can really do right now. So now I lost every single. No wait, I have three tanks still. I thought I lost every single tank, but at least lost one front line. So he surrounds my Neo tank. He can't kill. Well, surround. It's still open on this side because I have this guy on the forest. This is something you can do against really expensive threatening units. Surround it with like infantry, so that it cannot run away, and it's just forced to hit the infantry, doing 1000 damage while you get in like your medium tanks or whatever to just blast it. Or your copters. Copter skills do pretty decently against Neos. Or ranged units, right? But like, we're Max, we don't have any ranged units. We don't want to use them. They're really bad. It's not like a semi with a tank that's 10% weaker, but the rest is the same. No, it's like 20% less firepower and 1 less range. They're just not good. So yeah, here's my turn again. He made a battlecopter. He's like, I'm not going to win on tank wars anymore. I have to take aerial approach, the aerial combat. And I think I actually recognize that myself too. Like, maybe not yet, but like maybe in one more turn or something. I'm like, this guy's not gonna win the grand battle anymore. The only way he can win is like dominating the sky. So I made like I had a turn where like multiple anti-air units, because I'm like, if I just spread in some anti-airs right now, it's just over. So yeah, move out, move into tanks, destroy everything, check up this tank, put it on the 4 so it's safe and get some vision. Move up the infantries. I made a recon because I'm like, I'm pretty blind. I need vision right now. I need to see what he's doing. I need to see so I can attack. If I can't see, I can't attack. So yeah, made another medium tank right now. Because like, normal tanks not going to do anything anymore if he keeps making medium tanks or copters, which he's pretty much forced to do. So I'm not going to make any normal tanks anymore. Puts up his recon here, shoots my infantry. I'm like, ah, damn it, he's taking like the top right of the map. It's not good. Potentially not good. But if he does that, if he commits too hard to the top right, I'm going to take the bottom left, because I've got these 3 infantry here, and I'm going to be using them. So yeah, moves in his copters, kills my tank, moves in another tank, shoots me anti-air. So with this play, I'm like, yeah, this guy, he's going to make copters. He's going to make copter after copter after copter, because he's not going to win the ground war anymore. He can't attack this this Neo tank. It's too powerful. And I also have the bomber, which cannot attack aerial units, as mentioned, but it can attack tanks. So yeah, I moved the bomber down here actually to protect it from his potential anti-air, or even a fighter maybe. So the fighter is an aerial unit, just like the bomber for 20,000. Which can only hit air units. If he did that, he could take down the bomber, sure, but it couldn't do anything else unless I had more air units. And I've never made an air unit this match except for this bomber yet, so I mostly tried to just bag him out for anti-air, which he did have. He had it here. He's still trying to hide it too in case I go on bomber up there, but I moved it all the way back so I could one-shot this infantry right here. Boom. And now I have 3 healthy infantry here to capture his properties, which is going to be flawless. So yeah, I'm really happy with that move. It keeps my bomber safe. It gives me this capture power right now. It's so good. And I can just move the bomber up in 2 turns. It's fine. It's going to get value. It's already made enough money. It's already made back its money. So Even if it takes a few turns, we can hit something else in the future. Just amazing. Just gonna be even better. Okay, so yeah, I use my Neo Tank. I just blast this tank out of existence. 3 HP medium tank I don't care too much about. Didn't want to put it up here either in case it did have a bomber to destroy my Neo Tank or other things. I just want to play safe. I'm just playing this game very safe. I'm very happy with how I played this. If you want to win, of course. It's not too spectacular in terms of offense. So yeah, move up my tank, and because he was on a road and has 0 defense, I could actually kill it. My normal tank killed this medium tank. It's very nice. Yeah, just move these up here, get the vision. I can see his units there. Actually, I knew where his units were there. Move this one in the forest to block potentially. And here I make another anti-air, because I'm like, he's gonna make a lot of copters, and I want more vision. And I just made another tank as well. Just keep the ground control, because like if you don't make any tanks anymore, he might get it back actually. So gotta keep pumping some tanks, even if they're just to threaten or make him feel like you're making them, right? Like the mental game. So down comes his. So yeah, he wants to start capturing this corner, which is fair. He just took down. You can basically see everything with this recon. You can see this one on the mountain. You can see that one. He's like, okay, he just has infantry here, or he has something in this forest, or maybe just outside of vision range. But yeah, so he moves out his infantry. Here comes the copter. Copter shoots my tank. Tank shoots my tank. My tank is gone. It did basically no damage anymore in retails, so he took it out very efficiently. Boom! I capture his. He walks into my forest tile, and yeah, okay. So he blasts it with his infantry, with this anti-air. Even on forest defense, my infantry is just down against max. Moves in the sculptors. Oh, here comes his Neo Tank. So yeah, he did make a Neo Tank. He's doing well. He's holding on. He's holding on. I mean, our incomes right now are equal. However, this will soon change. Spoilers. So yeah, just copters, 3 copters, Neo Tank. My medium tanks and normal tanks just kind of pointless right now, and my bomber cannot hit the copters. It can only hit the Neo. So yeah, here comes my turn. I use my infantry to kill this little infantry here. Move up the tank, just blast this little tank. Like, while the copters can do a lot of damage, or can do some damage to the medium tank, not a lot, but decent damage. They're gonna be stuck there, or in range of this anti-air, which is gonna have, which is gonna do pretty decent damage if I use a power. Not kill, but pretty decent damage. So yeah, I captured this one, so now I am 1,000 income ahead. Actually, no, I should be 2,000 income ahead. I think there's a little bug here. So, and I start capturing these 2 properties. If I get these 2 properties, we're suddenly 4,000 apart again. So he will go down to 16,000, I will go up to 22,000 income, which is just, yeah, it's over at that point pretty much. Unless I lose everything in the middle in the next turn. But if I just keep it safe and keep my units alive, I'm gold. So I was really happy with this. I'm like, this guy is a really good player, and I'm winning this. I'm doing good. Moves this guy down here. You can see that. Well, you could already see him capping them, but you can maybe see if I've got other units defending it, and he doesn't see anything. Okay, so he uses his superpower now, and he's probably he's gonna try and kill my medium tank with the copters. So you can see how much they take with a 160% firepower. On a road, I have no defense. 160 times 2 on a road, so I've just 100% defense. I have no defense stars there. I die. That's unfortunate. I wish I left that, but unfortunately I don't. So he blasts this anti-air so that his copters are safe. Little does he know, I have another anti-air right here that I can't see the vision of, or the range of. Yeah, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hit this one. I can just hit it. I don't need to use a power. He starts capping the top right. Don't care too much. I'm gonna cap 2 of his buildings. If he caps that one, I don't really care. This Neo Tank rolls in. I don't see it yet. Actually, I didn't know he had this Neo Tank at all because the game's nearly over. Recon goes up into the forest. Actually, He went up here and then down to make it seem like he was running back, because I could see all the way up here. So if you move from here into here, I would be like, oh, he's in the forest. But he moved up. So he tried to trick me, as in not assuming he's there. However, like, I can just check that fairly simply with the infantry in this case. It doesn't matter. So here comes my turn. And I nearly have my superpower as well, which I'm probably going to get. I first cap his two bases. Which, yes, you can see there's a big money disparity now. I move up here next to the forest to see if there was something there, and yeah, there is something there. So the reason I did this is because my tank, I actually checked this beforehand. If that's, like, I knew I had a recon around there somewhere, and I wanted to check if it was in the forest, and yeah, it was. So now I'm gonna max blast, or max blast to get 2 more movement and destroy it. But first I need to get it. I don't have it yet, but I nearly have it. Just need to hit something. So yeah, I use this tank, I blast the infantry, and that's enough. I have it. I have my max blast. So boom, here we go. Superpower time. Bomber goes up. Actually, the bomber too, just barely reached now. Not too much, but it doesn't matter. So basically, he has anti-airs. Anti-airs can kill the bomber very easily, but I'm like, I mean, even if the bomber dies after I kill his anti-air, it's already been worth it. It's already done what it's had to do. So I just blast it. Boom. Nearly kill it. Not entirely, but it's fine. This anti-air is no longer a threat, and the 9 HP bomber is still quite dangerous. So I'm very happy. It might die next turn, but if it does, whatever. Move up my tank, kill his little tank. Move up the anti-air. Blast his copter. Get some vision with the recon, move up the infantries, move up the tanks. And here I'm like, okay, the only way you can win right now, I still haven't seen this Neo tank, by the way. It's still completely unbeknownst to me. Yeah, I just mass some anti-airs. Because I'm like, the only way you can win is like if he makes bombers and fighters and just controls the sky. So his turn comes along and he moves up his Neo tank, blasts my anti-air, moves up his copter, blasts my recon, shoots the medium tank. So yeah, as you can see on the property, 9 HP. It actually, and without power, it didn't really do that much. And I do have superpowers, so I blast him back for 160%, so I do 3 damage, which is not that much, honestly, considering I have 160% firepower there. Moves up his anti-air, shoots, kills the recon, so I lose the vision. In comes copters, tank, moves up the infantry, and he gives up. So yeah, close game. Honestly, like I was in control most of the time, but I wasn't in control by a lot. I was actually quite surprised how well he held on, because I felt like I was playing well. I was like taking good engagements, but he kept with it, and it kind of scared me. I was a little bit scared. However, as soon as I got these 2 properties here, I was quite confident I was going to win. He lost his income, and I have this bomber still. Yeah, you can also see, like, at the end of the game, you can see what they have, and I see, like, he has no anti-airs at all. So if I got a single hit with my bomber on, like, his Neo tank here, which is in range as well, by the way, I can just move it up here and blast him. It would just kill the Neo tank. So yeah, this game was over, and he gave up, which makes sense. So I hope you enjoyed this analyzation. I'm only like an average player of this game. I've played I started with Advance Wars, Black Hole Rising originally. I've only played the first game once, and I feel like I missed a lot of stuff on that game too. But I played Dual Strike a lot on the DS, and I've played Days of Ruin. I never actually finished Days of Ruin. I found the last 2 missions, I believe, like so hard, and I just couldn't be arsed. I didn't enjoy the game that much. I didn't like how the COs worked. Yeah, so I never really had that much interest in continuing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and maybe you'll see me right next time. Thanks for watching.